Let's go. Gosh, I forgot how much fun crappie fishing is. What? Wendell and I are headed out to an Ely area lake to get after some crappies and do an ice report for you all. It is supposed to be almost 60 degrees today. That's pretty wild. It's going to be a warm day. We might get a little bit of rain and hopefully a little bit of sunshine. I've heard reports there's still 24 or so inches of ice left on area lake, so I'm going to see if that's accurate. Wendell's very excited. We haven't been on an ice fishing trip together in over a month. Here we go. Wendell and I are finally ready to go here. It's not even 8:30 yet. It's already 45 degrees, so I'm thinking and hoping we'll hit that 60 today. I was only able to go about 2/3 of the way down this service road. I decided to park and hike the rest of the way because I don't want to get stuck. There's a well-groomed, packed snowmobile trail, but who knows what it's going to be like at the end of the day after sitting in the sun. 60-degree temps all day, so we played it safe. We've got a 2.5-mile ski until we're at our lake and can start fishing for crappies and potentially bonus tulipy. Let's go. Oh boy. It's been a bit violent so far. This sled has ran me over twice and taken my feet out from under me. Very sketchy on the downhill with this melted snow. It's like a luge. And I'm not as fast on these oxys as the sled. So I had to unhook Wendell and walk basically. But we're on the trail now. That should keep the sled going straight. Keep from pulling me around. We're making good time. It's gonna be great. Good boy. Good boy. There's nothing better than late ice fishing in the wilderness. Sunny skies, warm temps, long days. It's gonna be great. March and April are the best time to head into the woods up here in northern Minnesota. Good boy, let's go. All right, Wendell, see how much ice we got left. I'm betting 24 inches. Seems like a good spot. It's gonna be a long day if we have to move around to find the fish, Wendell. You don't care. Running out of auger. There it is. Whew, that's stained water. "28 inches of ice still." April 9th, 28 inches of ice and at least 14 to 16 inches of snow on top. Oh boy. Well, that's a huge bummer. skied 3.5 miles out here, only to realize that my sonar fell off my sled. So I started skiing back to look for it and had to go back 3 miles. So it fell off almost immediately. So it is noon, haven't started fishing yet, only have this one hole drilled, which is only 17.5 feet, shallower than where I wanted to be, somewhere in the 20s, low 20s is the desired depth. And I haven't even started fishing yet. So I'm gonna drill a hole a little bit deeper and get set up as quickly as possible. Wendell and I have to rest. Hopefully some fish start rolling through. Nothing on the sonar here, like I said, in 17.5 feet, but that's not a huge surprise. I think they're deeper. There's still a ton of snow and ice, so it's dark down there. I think they're still out over the basins, cruising, not up shallow. So stay tuned, we'll be fishing soon. Come on. This is ridiculous. You got it. Finally. Yes. Wow. If that's a crappie, it's freaking huge. What? What? Wendell, we did it! Oh my gosh. Been sitting out here for 2 hours. Nothing. That's ridiculous. They are finicky though. Look at that thing. 10.5, 11 probably? 12? Wow. They're like purple too. That's so beautiful. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but they're just purple along their back. That is a thick fish. Look at that thing. We are taking home as many of these as we can catch legally because I haven't fished for panfish in 2 years. I don't have any of these delicious fish in the freezer, so if I can keep up to 10, let's get after it. Woohoo! What do you think, bud? Not impressed. That turned my day around. Alright. Come here, you. Maybe, yeah, with mouth closed, 12. A little less, 11.75. Chunk. 1.5 pounds probably. Look at that dinner plate. Alright. Time to put him out of his misery. Go get another one. Big fish on sonar. Another big crappie. This one's moving really slow though. Dang it. I wasn't here. He ate me. Just sitting there looking at my bait. Maybe I shouldn't have moved it. Shoot, spooked him. Maybe he'll come back. Messing around with the camera. Getting that time lapse. Should be a cool shot. Blue skies are moving in. Hoping the bite will pick up once the sun does. Dropping down on a fish. Just swimming around down there. I think he saw me. Maybe? There he is. Now he's on me. Oh, he's coming in hot. Here we go. Here we go. He wants me to move it. Here we go. Gonna crush it. Gosh, I forgot how much fun crappie fishing is. Uh-oh, 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 I'm wrapped. Might lose this fish. Should be a good hook set. Yup. Wow, this is a big crappie. Oh no, I'm in the ice. This is a really big crappie. I cannot lose this fish. It's freaking huge. Up the hole. Oh my gosh. What? What is this? What is this creature? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Gosh, it's a shark hook. Oh, sharp hook. I'm nervous. What? 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 I can measure that one right away. I can't believe that. Oh. It's one fish. Made all that pain worth it. Already skied 10 miles today because dropping my sonar. There's no way I would have caught either of these fish without a sonar. Just touches 14 inches. What? It's huge. That's probably a 2-pound crappie. Look at how thick that is. That is dinner for 2 right there. I am so excited. Walleye's great, crappie's great, perch is great. I'm not gonna say one's better than the other, but those are the 3 best fish to eat. Whitefish anyway. Look at that. Gotta get back down there. Unreal. Unreal. That thing didn't look as big as the other one on sonar. That's interesting. I think they're just having a hard time seeing it. That one was a faint line about 8 feet off the bottom. Probably took 15 seconds before it turned around and came to inspect my jig. And the mark just kept getting bigger and bigger. And it didn't engage until I took it away. It was like a lake trout. It was wild. He wanted to chase. I think with that meat hanging off the back on that jig, when they chase, that's all they can smell, that's all they can see, and it looks really natural. Looks like they're chasing a bug in the water, a larva or something. Yes. 2 crappies on the ice, and the sun just came out for good. This is unreal. My day's turning around right now. It's 3:30 already, but I'm only gonna stay to 5:30 or 6. The ski back is long, but it's pretty easy. I'm beat. The longer I stay here, the more strength I regain to catch more monster crappies. I didn't think I was gonna land that one. There's so much ice. There's 28 inches of ice. It's hard to get a dinner plate up the hole. It's an 8-inch hole. And his head hit the bottom of the ice twice before he came up the hole. Unreal. All right, time to show you what I'm using. Haven't fished for panfish in 2 years. Last time I was here. Crushing them on the exact same thing. It is the Northland Firefly jig, I think 1/16 ounce size, maybe 1/32nd, with 2 little waxworms. It's a bucktail jig. Something about that feather, that hair. Usually it's not natural bucktail because it's expensive, but something about that fuzz underwater just drives fish crazy and looks really lifelike. So I think there's something to it. Hey bud, what do you think? Wendell's just on a floating island over here. Got the thermarest with a wool blanket on top. If he steps off, he goes into chest deep water with this slush. So he's been up on his perch for a couple of hours now. You getting restless, bud? Hey, you getting restless? Guess I shook it up a little. Ode de Belgique, Belgian style golden ale. Cheers. There is so much snow still on the ice and so much ice. There's probably close to 50 inches if you combine them both in some places. So I think that's just blotting out the sun. And no light is penetrating down deep, so the fish are still kind of in winter mode. They're not feeding yet. I think once the snow starts melting from the woods, it starts running off into the lakes, churning up the water, warming it. I think that is going to drive these fish crazy, and they're going to get out and feed. So I would say a week from now, when you've got none of this snow cover and diminishing ice, is when, for me at least, has been the best time to target crappies through the ice. Cheers. Delicious. It is flat from that hike in, but it's delicious. It's crazy how your day can turn around like that. I was in pretty poor spirits after having to go back for my sonar and then not catching any fish for the first 2.5 hours. It was also windy and cold because the sun wasn't out. Boom, caught a fish. 10 minutes later, sun came out, caught that giant crappie, enjoyed the rest of my coffee, enjoying this flat beer out here on the ice. Life's pretty good. This is a crappie. So timid. Here we go. Come on. Bummer. That guy wasn't having it. Wow, even more timid than the other crappie. Oh, that's crappie. Oh, get it. Come on, come on. Oh, he's right on it. There, he's on it. Filming the old outro. And another nice crappie to go home with. You gotta be kidding me! Well, I'm not leaving now. Come on, give me that big bucket mouth, you jerk. 3 makes a lot of fish. Wow, that one's heavy. This one's probably in between the first 12-incher I caught and the second 14-incher I caught. Another beaut. 12.5. Beautiful. Yes. What a great way to end the day here fishing in this remote wilderness. I've got the entire lake to myself. Didn't catch a lot of fish, but I caught 3 fish over 12. Going home with at least 2 or 3 pounds of fresh crappie meat. I'm very excited about that. Thanks for coming along with me on this adventure. I put out a lot of these videos. I head out pretty much every weekend. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. Thanks. Yes! Well, that about wraps it up. Wendell and I got to get out of here. It looks like some storms, potentially some rain are on the way. We had a great day chasing crappies. At least I did. Wendell's a little haggard from our 10-mile ski. We've got 3.5 to get out of here. Hopefully it won't be too bad. But yeah, he's nervous. It's a slushy disaster, so I'm sure it'll be bad, but we'll get out of here as quick as we can. 3.5 miles, hopefully no more than an hour, so let's go, buddy. What do you think, Wendell? Should we get out of here? Should we go home? You wanna go see Mama? Should we go home? He's not playing along. Let's go.